So hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I will be drawing Chel from the DreamWorks movie Road to El Dorado. I'm sure most people have seen this movie and would agree that Chel is an amazing character. When I first saw her as a kid, I immediately became obsessed with her, and that obsession has continued into adulthood. So now it's only natural that I will do fan art of her. So let's get into it. Usually I start my recording like this, where I have the sketch done and can begin with line art, but now I've been thinking about including me doing the sketch. Let me know what you think about that. Like I said, I didn't film the sketch before, because I tend to make a lot of mistakes while sketching, and I don't want to show off my silly tries before ending up with a finished sketch. But at the same time, I really like when artists film everything, because it lets me see how they build up a character from the ground up. And as someone that struggles with anatomy, this can be very helpful. No, I don't think that my art will help anyone, since I'm still clueless on what I'm doing here. But if I show my progress at the start, people might be able to leave some constructive criticism and help me get better. When sketching this, I tried making the hair more dynamic, and I like how it looks. It's a step forward and I feel like I've improved. Maybe it is because I watched a tutorial by Lion Sensei and even did one of his homework sheets. He's a great teacher and I really recommend his channel. I also tried doing the body homework sheet, but that didn't work out for me too well. I'll just have to keep practicing. Now I'm adding the base colors, which is always my favorite part. After that I started to shade the eyes, and that's when the real struggle came in. I wanted to add some simple leaves to the background, but I wasn't sure on how I could make them look better. So in the end I just added a blur and hoped nobody could tell how flat they look. I say that because I feel like I always rely too much on the blur tool when it comes to backgrounds. The composition could be better too, but it's mainly the shading that is giving me a hard time. Everything just ends up looking flat. Maybe I should do line art for the background too, because at the moment I'm just roughly blocking in the shapes. Anyway, I tried drawing tropical plants from memory here, and maybe I should have done more research on what they look like too, but at this point I had kind of given up on the background and I just wanted to move to shading, which I did. First the skin, since I usually start with that in the shading process. And then I added a Terminator layer underneath to make the skin seem more lively. If you're interested in keeping up to date with me and my videos, I suggest subscribing to my channel. Here I try to document my learning journey as an artist, and I would love to hear your feedback. Maybe you're in the same boat as me and we can help each other. But back to this drawing. Then it was time to work on the clothes and hair. For the hair I wanted to make the ends look lighter in color because I have seen other artists add this effect in their drawings and it looked cool. I'm not sure how I feel about it here though. It feels like I did something wrong, but who knows. Maybe I need to remind myself that this was my first try at something new, and those rarely turn out the way you wanted. Either way, I will keep practicing. By this time I was adding highlights to the hair, which didn't take me as long as expected. Normally I have to give it a few tries before it looks right to me. Then came the body highlights, which are always fun to do. After adding some lighting to my drawing, I was nearly done and I ended up taking 5 hours for it. I also decided to come up with a new watermark for my art, because someone suggested it to me. I don't think anyone would steal my art, but I often get DMs from people that would try to scam me for a commission, so I guess you never know. What do you think of this new watermark and the end result? Are there any tips you have for me to get better? If so, please leave them in the comments. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you next time. Take care!